Well, good morning everyone. Welcome to another packing video. This is going to be a everything in one day kind of video. We needed to do that for this one for a few reasons. Moving forward, they're going to be longer again though. First order has 4 micro machines on it, a couple of haulers and some cars. I am going to use a 12-12-12 to pack those in. First, we're going to go ahead and get these bubbled up. I might bubble those like that, and I'll bubble these like that. I'll just make two kind of masses, I guess. It's a pretty good bit. And of course, there will be a resize on this box. But yeah, we're going on, by the time you see this, we'll be back, but we're going on a week-long trip to Yellowstone, which I've never been to. And yeah, I didn't want to not publish a video for a week or something, so instead going to make the videos a little shorter. I think that'll be a good thing. Maybe if this channel wasn't such a new rebrand, I might feel better about it. But yeah, wanted to make sure I give you guys some content while we're gone. Okay, pick y'all up here. All right. One thing that's always difficult when you work for yourself is, yeah, you can work or take off anytime you want, but the rest of the world doesn't stop, and nobody's paying you when you're not working if you work for yourself. We do take plenty of trips though. All right. Paper base. I'm very curious to see how this channel does long term. I wish I could see. That's the thing with YouTube, is that YouTube requires that you put in consistent effort for a pretty good while before you see results, and you don't really know if what you're doing is going to work out and you should continue, or if what you're doing is a fail and you should stop. Really no way to know ahead of time. All right, come on, lock in. Well, they're really, as long as these videos are getting a couple of thousand views a piece, I'm good with that. For the amount of effort I'm putting into this, because the packing is going to happen whether I'm filming it or not. And to be honest, the editing is quite simple. Mostly the editing is me watching through, and then whatever day I'm packing for, I've already made a vlog where we pulled those items, and so I just opened that day's vlog media, and I've already got all the thumbnails there, so whenever I start the pack, I just have to drag that thumbnail from the vlog over to the packing video and drop it in. So it's pretty easy. But the only thing with it is a little time consuming, because, you know, most of these videos are well over an hour. So mostly it's me sipping coffee, trying to stay awake, trying to pay attention and dropping thumbnails in. So these don't have to get 10,000 views a piece or anything for them to be worthwhile for me. And another factor is I really enjoy doing it. Really enjoy making these videos for some reason. Okay. There we go. Micro Machines are packed. Nice and sturdy too. I like that. I sold a bunch of these Aeronauts. Use the 864 box for this. Oh, one thing I was thinking about is that I still see this from time to time, Facebook group, other places, and it's the whole thing about how YouTubers are screwing up reselling. And I'm not like I don't really have too much of an opinion on this, but I will give the way I look at it and the reason why I look at it that way. So a lot of people say that YouTubers ruined reselling because they're giving away all the secrets. And my answer to that would be that I don't know that I would call it ruined, but certainly it's been affected. But let me tell you where my starting point is whenever I think about that. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be here right now doing this. I am just like any of you that got started reselling because of YouTube. I'm the same way. I'm no different. Next up, this Lego Batgirl. What's Batgirl? Little clock. Pretty cool. But yeah. Before I watched YouTube, I had never even gone to a yard sale or a thrift store in my life. And this was in 2015. Never been to a single one. And I was a little anxious about it the first time. I felt, I don't know. I felt like when I go to the garage sales, people were judging me or watching my every move or judging the things I bought, or I don't know. I just never been to them before, and it just wasn't part of like what I did. And the only reason I started doing it, going to yard sales and thrift stores, the only reason is because of YouTube. So I am competition, or we are now, since Candace is here. It still feels like she's just started here, but she's been here over 3 years. We are here to compete with the other eBay sellers thanks to YouTube. So people that say YouTube creates competition, I can't argue with that, because that's why we're here competing with you right now. So I do not disagree. Now, what I will say is that I think in 2024, the idea that you can win at your particular vocation or trade because you have knowledge that no one else can get to, I think is ludicrous. I think that is thinking that would have worked pre-internet, but I don't think that mindset works post-internet, or during it, while we had the internet. I just don't think that keeping information scarce plan is realistic or viable or anything. I mean, I think it's I think complaining about how easy information is to come by now would be akin to me walking outside and thinking, man, it's really hot, and yelling at the sun. The sun won't care. The sun is still going to come up tomorrow, and it's not going to change. That's what I think. So I do think that YouTube has affected a lot of trades, including reselling, but I don't see the point in complaining about it, because it's not going to change. Okay, we're packing this castle now. I kind of pre-packed. This is going to be an inner box. I do this sometimes with things that are more delicate. I am going to inspect this just to make sure I feel good about the way I did it. I am going to add a little bit of paper. That's it. And you know, the phenomena with people giving away secrets about this and that on YouTube, I don't think it's a new phenomenon. Like, not even close. I think it happened. I think it's happened before. Think about pre-printing press days. Like, if you wanted to become and look, I'm not saying, these are not like historical facts, okay? These are just scenarios I'm making up in my head, but I think they're reasonable. Like, let's say you wanted to, I don't even know when the printing press was invented. It was Gutenberg. Let me look that up. Okay, we are going to put this in a 12-12-12 double box. I just looked it up. Printing press invented in 1440. Now, don't y'all think that prior to, see, I knew that was coming. Don't y'all think that prior to printing press being invented, and the only people that could afford books, you know, that were like, I guess, written by hand or whatever. I don't know how they did it before the printing press. I guess written by hand. We're probably very, very wealthy people. And then once, can y'all imagine the amount of information that was made available once printing presses started spewing books out everywhere? Can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine how many secrets were given up that maybe used to just be exchanged orally? You know, like if you wanted to know how to build a ship or something, or be a stonemason. That tape, I did not lay that on there. You had to, you probably had to talk to someone, right? But then in 1440, or you know, whenever they really started using it a lot, those quote-unquote secrets were out. Everyone could, you know, within reason, people could afford to buy books, and all that information could flow. And I think the internet is the exact same way, except to even greater extent. So I don't think this is the first time that information has been like gone from very scarce to basically worthless. Now it's the, in my opinion, it's not the information that has all the value, it's the execution that has more value, unless it's something brand new. So that's my opinion. I totally understand people that were doing this prior to YouTube, not appreciating the fact that the information they used to hold is now everywhere. That definitely sucks for the people that used to have a monopoly on the information. One more piece. Double boxed. Alright, let's get the next one. Alright, we're going to pack these Mickey ears now. We paid 50 cents a piece for these at a garage sale. Pretty good deal. Candace had a good eye on these too, because makes sense, right? Like, those cost who knows how much at the park. There's probably a few people out there that think about things like that ahead of time. Boy, if you can think about stuff like that ahead of time and know, oh, your kid's going to want this or that, and you can get it before you go, you can save a little money. You know those things probably cost at least $20 at the park. Actually, I have no idea. That might be ridiculous. They might cost 30. I know they don't cost 10 though. There's no way. So I'm just going to use a 12 box. And that's the kind of thinking. That's the kind of thinking that can help you out at yard sales. It's just thinking about how people will think and how much stuff is. We've actually sold Mickey ears, I think a few times now. It's crazy how they're super valuable in the park and not worthless, but pretty near. It's like the people that sold them to us, they didn't think twice about selling them for 50 cents a piece. Okay, can we get to the middle? Yeah, we can. I don't need all this flap. I'm going to save this flap for another pack. Now we have our box size. I am going to go ahead and bag these all together. That's what makes garage sales so good, is it? Like, yeah, we will make bulk buys, like from our guy, or we'll make like last year we made huge $6,000, which I think might be the biggest buy we've ever made. Pretty sure that's highest. $6,000 nutcracker buy. We'll do that, and that's definitely a good way to go sometimes if you can find the right deal. But the coolest thing about garage sales is that anybody can do it. And it can be pricey sometimes. Like, you could spend a lot of money at garage sales if you choose to, but if you don't have a lot of money, you could totally go out with $40 in your pocket and make something happen. You could. If that's what you had, you know, 40, 60 bucks, something like that, you could bring that out with you, and you could find enough to make a couple $100 that week. And for some people, that might mean the difference between paying their electric bill or not. Oh, it almost went. I should have left one flap on there. It's fine like this though. That would be interesting to one time go out to garage sales and only buy things that you could get for $1 or less a piece. You could still make money. It wouldn't be the most efficient use of your time, but you can make a lot of money. Your margins would be great, probably. All right, that one's done. All right, we're shipping a poster. These posters that are folded are a little easier to ship than the ones that are rolled. These posters are really cool. Should probably keep one. Got it. That is neat. They're all new old stock. I did grab a used, I think that's a magazine size bag and board. Okay. This is such an easy way to protect it. And then combine that with a Gemini comic mailer, it's almost no effort. It's almost negative effort. Go. And it's really not a bad sale either. By the time all said and done, paying for this mailer, paying for the poster, everything like that, we're probably making a good $9, I would think. Okay, this is actually from a theater. Lords of Dogtown with Ring 2, whatever that is. This is a trailer. We got that this weekend. We bought a bag that had like 40 of these in it. Not all the same movie, obviously. But this lady's son was a projectionist at the theater, movie theater, when he was in high school, I think, or when he was younger. And I guess he would bring he had the trailers from when he was working there. They probably didn't want them, I guess. What they gonna do with them? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I figured maybe they were supposed to send them back or something, but why would they care? I guess. But yeah, we have like 40 of these, and when I looked up comps on this one, I saw one sold from 2 years ago, and that's it. No other actives, nothing. And whenever you see something like that, you have no idea how your thing is going to do, because there's been no other examples for you to see. Like, there's not like 20 of those active and nobody's buying. Nobody's buying them because either A, nobody wants them, or B, there's none available, or both. So you don't really know. So I listed this yesterday, fairly late in the day, and then it sold within 2 hours. I even listed it $5 above the last sold price. So I'm very happy because we have so many of these. I hope they all do this well. We sold a Reds hat. Someone in Cincinnati. We've been very encouraged with our hat sales lately. We've been selling, hats have been selling very steady, which is very good to see, because we find hats often, and they're usually very cheap. Normally we're paying $1. Sometimes we'll pay $2. We'll almost never pay like $5 a piece or something. I would never do that. Unless, I would say, well, I wouldn't say never, I guess. See, this hat's a good fit for an 864. Doesn't have that huge flat brim on it. But yeah, that's hats are, you know, they're not a huge part of our business, but they're definitely, you know, Good little sideline anyway. Easy listings to knock out too. Alright, that's on its way to Cincy. Oh, we sold this little Crown Royal bag. It's a little special edition. And Crown Royal bags, yeah, they're pretty good. There's actually some special edition Crown Royal bags that we've sold for up to like $50 before. So I wouldn't spend too much on them. But if you can get a good deal on it at a garage sale on a Crown Royal bag, on a bunch of Crown Royal bags, you can make a little money. Just got to get them at the right price. Okay, that's done. That was easy. All right, we sold this Apple keyboard. Really nice condition. That's actually not the original box. I didn't even put this box in the listing because it's not original. But let's see. You know what? I don't need that. I'm gonna use paper. I am going to use the box to pack it in. The box obviously is for a wireless version of the same keyboard. We sold the wired version. I believe we paid $2 for the keyboard. It was either $2 or $3. I can't remember which. This keyboard is super clean too. I'm wondering if they got this keyboard. They got that keyboard with their, I think it was with a G4 Power Mac or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if they maybe got that this keyboard with their Mac, and then, or the one that's in there, not the box, but got that keyboard with the Mac and then upgraded to wireless right away, and then put the original keyboard in the closet or something, because a keyboard that old you would expect to be like kind of grungy and pretty dirty, and it's just not very dirty at all. It's actually pretty clean. That's why I bought it. If it would have been nasty, I wouldn't even bought it, because I knew it wasn't going to be huge money. Okay. And yeah, if you ever see, look, I'm just gonna wrap, and then look, I have exactly the right amount for those flaps there. What was I saying? Oh, keyboards. Whenever I do list a keyboard, if you Google keyboard tester, there's a web page just for testing keyboards. And what it does is it puts a picture of the keyboard up. It puts a picture of this keyboard up, and then as you press each key, it stays like dark, so you can tell that you did press that key. You see right here where this is through? I don't care, because this box, we didn't sell this box. So that kind of sucks how that's right there. Okay, let's see. It's kind of tight to get in there too, so I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna score it on the outside like this, so I don't, it's kind of hard to get up in there. Now this piece right here is gonna be difficult. Just a little trim. Can y'all see this? Yeah. Basically, I'm just doing the best I can to get this folded up and taped. Okay. Okay. This is overkill packing with that keyboard box in there. Don't have to worry about this one. But yeah, that keyboard tester thing is cool, because you can tell which which keys you've pressed, you've tried already, and which you haven't. Had a couple of sites I use like that. There's also like a gamepad testing site that I'll use, and even some video game console gamepads can connect to a computer. 'Cause at this point, gaming consoles are just computers, really, running like a proprietary operating system. Oh, gotta slide my thank you. Almost forgot. Slide my thank you cards in there. Guess I could have put them in the box. All right. Anytime I go, like if I have a spot where I want to use a little 2-inch tape, it feels so puny compared to that 3-inch. You know, it feels like Scotch tape. Okay, it's not gorgeous, but it is what it is very well packed though. That's done. All right, we sold some Warhammer stuff here, some sealed decks and some dice. Candace went to Goodwill. Oh, she had some time to kill the other day. Went to Goodwill, and she bought like a big Warhammer set. It was incomplete. What'd you pay for it? Like $8?
Yeah.
$8, and it was missing like the best stuff, to be honest, like the little figs and buildings and things like that. It was missing that. However, it had the had this stuff that you see here, and then it had some like game boards or land terrain boards or something. We sold those the other day for like, I don't know, I think it was $30, and we sold this for $25. So $8 into 55 in sales when you're trying to kill time. That's not too bad, not too shabby. That's done. All right, last pack. This Boy Scout thing, we got this at a garage sale this past weekend. It's a messenger bag. Got this past weekend for $5, but it came with 2 hats and then some kind of scrapbooking accessory pack thing. You know, little things you could put on scrapbook pages. So yeah. Already in the profit here, and then the other stuff that came with it is free, basically, sort of. This does weigh over a pound. Just gonna kind of, the bottom is a little, it's a little rigid. Let's see. No, it fits good like that without, you kind of curve without like bending, if that makes sense. There we go. And that is everything we have going out today. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. If you haven't subscribed yet and like these videos, do so you'll know the next time we upload one. Bye, y'all.